Hello, welcome to Lonely Channel. And today, still in Nigeria politics, I'll be telling you about a man called Yahaya Bello. And if you are in this part of the world, you already know what's happening, or you might need some context of what's actually going on now. But if you're not from this side of the world, as I explain, and if you don't get some things, do it to comment, and I will be able to break it down for you there. So let's get into it. And if you are new here, do it to show your boy some love. Subscribe because it keeps us going and making more video for you and enlightening you in some things you might not be aware of and things that you might be aware of that you might need context on. So let's get into it. So this man, Yahya Bello, he was accused like last year of embezzlement of funds, like by the EFCC. If you don't know the EFCC, they are the Economic and Financial Crime Commission in Nigeria. They fight against crime and anything involved in fraud. And this man was accused of embezzlement of funds, mismanagement of funds, and fraud. So we look at the EFCC chairman speaking a few years ago and still look at him speaking recently on interview on channels, and you can tell more for yourself. And after then, we can get to analyze it and take a look at some comments and some facts that are being drawn by people in Twitter. So let's look into this video first. So this is his video a few years ago, speaking about the arrest and speaking of how they will prosecute and go on with making sure that they get justice for the Nigerian people, and the people of Kogi State.
If we don't see this case through, I won't have any moral right to accuse anybody of corruption in Nigeria. I will resign.
A man talking about moral issue, just wait. We are getting into it. The only thing that I always say the best thing that happened to us, individually, the best things that happened to us, might be religion, and collectively the worst thing that happened to us was religion. So because they tend to come on first and tell you about morals for you to say, okay, this person is with us depending on where your faith aligns, and they will be able to whitewash you and tell you to like manipulate you to thinking, okay, they did it for this reason or they didn't do it for this reason.
Do you know how much has been lost to corruption in this country? You know how much? If we allow this thing to go this way, I don't have a moral right to run after anybody to say I want to investigate anybody in Nigeria. We better prescribe the FCC. If anybody will be taking us to clean us, because I'm telling you we are flouting law. Which law did I flout here? I've read it to you now. Which law did I flout? And he gave us, this is it, he gave us a warrant of arrest. A Federal Republic of Nigeria.
This is a warrant of his arrest. So be following the story. This is a warrant of his arrest, and this is him speaking that they must surely get to justice.
Not even FCC. In other words, this is binding on all forces, all law enforcement forces in Nigeria. Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Yahya Bello. Anywhere you see him, arrest him and present him before this court.
This man, when they were saying this in any way they see him, arrest him. Mind you, this man is in Nigeria at that time. It was in Nigeria. They were not doing shit about it. They didn't do anything like. They will come out. The thing is that they come out to back, and at the back they pet them like a husky. They come out as a bulldog, but in the back they are husky and they play to the card. The man was in Nigeria when they were making all these comments. And
this is the enrolled order. Pursuant to even the pronouncement of the High Court of Kogi. So where have we gone wrong? What has EFCC gone wrong? But I understand some of the people that we thought are crusaders, they are on the payroll of the man. And that's the truth. We are investigating it. Everyone who was involved in obstructing the arrest will be brought.
Okay.
If I don't,
so we watched it. You see what he said about getting him to justice, and see this another breaking news recently. The former governor of Kogi State, Yahaya Bello, which is the man that the FCC chairman was talking about, that they are going to put him to justice about the money he has embezzled and everything he has done, the mismanagement of funds that he did not account for and he wasn't accountable for, like, which have they already had evidence of everything. So this man, Yahaya Bello, who currently has a case with the EFCC, has declared that he will contest for the Kogi Central senatorial seat in 2027. A seat currently occupied by this lady, Senator Natasha. So in my previous video, you would have heard me say, like, if they explain this nation or what is going on over here to you, and you understand this first hand, you might actually be insane. So that's the truth. If you're not here, if they explain it to you, you might actually be insane. Shout out to Dr. Zita Baby for the update. And let's go quite down a little bit. So you see the man's, okay, this is the arrest. Remember, this is the public notice they made about the man being wanted. The same man that is wanted is the same man that's coming out to contest for a position in the government. Wow. A public office. The public office that he held, that he mismanaged fund and he embezzled fund, and they are looking for him for what he did. That's another one is coming to take another office. So, according to what they say, the public is hereby notified that Bello, the former governor of Kogi State, whose photograph appears above, is wanted by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in connection with alleged case of money laundering to the tune of 8,246,478.89 naira 88 kobo. You see, this is the man that is coming to run for election, that is coming to had boldness to run for election. Remember, this EFCC chairman is still holding the office. He's still holding the office as the EFCC chairman. And this is the current interview that was made by Sheyi. Let's see what he has to say, because this is actually getting interesting. So,
made good that promise of commitment. I'm asking you, is he to not be prosecuted?
Well, there are those
about 3 cases.
There are those who are unhappy in the handling, and they are even asking you to recuse yourself or to step down from their office.
In handling of what?
Remember, I said if he doesn't handle it, he's not worthy to be there. We have to question his morals and everything. That's why what Sheyi is asking me.
How do I handle this matter? Am I the judge? I have 3 cases against Yahaya Bello. Am I the judge that will determine?
But you're not the judge. The way you are speaking before, it seems like you were the holder of everything. Like, it seems like you were very sure of the case. You were very adamant that you surely get justice for Nigeria and the people of Kogi State.
The conviction? No, I'm asking you, Shehu. I've done my work. I've fulfilled.
You didn't do any work. You didn't do any work.
And Nigerians must know that. And they must also encourage us in doing more. This man has been investigated.
We know the type of people you guys fulfill mandate on. It's not them. So stop saying you fulfilled any mandate. Sir, you didn't fulfill any mandate.
Said there are 5 charges against him, and the matter is getting traction. You just follow up this case. In Nigeria, some of us are lazy.
Because
we just sit down and because
the drama that happened in...
Forget about drama. Forget about drama. It's not about drama. It's about the fact that his man facing prosecution. Why are we interested in drama and I'm not speaking to the real matter, substance that will discourage people from perpetrating fraud here? Why are some people so gullible? Why are we really referring to drama that happened 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, the gullible one, man.
I'm not talking about Nigerians encouraging ourselves to follow up the cases.
Is the accusation of bias? Is the accusation of the bias and the people who think that the level of respect and the manner in which you handled, you probably would not have handled any other.
What respect? What respect? Someone was here who killed them, that they was even detained there, and we took him to court. What respect are you talking about him? And the same Nigeria will say we are not working in a professional way, that they want to see us to be more professional and civil. Look, it's important for us. Let us agree. Are we ready to? Do we have a national consensus to fight corruption and financial crimes in Nigeria? Do we have?
You are the chairman, so you have the answer to the question. You're talking about national consensus. Are you not the one leading it? If people follow your footsteps, like you saying, like you see this thing, like when you hear these people speak about stuffs, and when things happen, things doesn't go their way, or maybe when the water passes through the bridges, you see them, you hear them speaking again. Like you have to question your sanity. Like to some extent, you question your sanity.
Don't let us pay to salary. Don't let us be gullible. Let's face how many of you media men have taken the pain to follow up those cases and give us updates. Because I can tell you those cases are gaining traction.
Wait, is the media people that will follow the case of you that have the equipment, the technicality, the manpower, and everything? You have the information, you are giving access to the information that you need to prosecute this case, and you are asking the media what they are doing about it. So why didn't you ask the media what they will do about it, like when you started handling the case? So, man, it's so much pathetic at some point that you have to like listen to these people and be like, what am I even like? What are you even doing and what are you even listening to? So let's take a look at Adiola and what's just short form of what he has to say.
Make sure that you tune in for that. To say was vote for Yaya Bello, the upcoming.
So they have already started making posters to replace the Natasha, and this young lady is actually working, but we all know what happened. That's another case. We all know what happened with the ad boss, with the Senate president and everything, the alleged accusation and everything. And you see now they are coming to replace him with a man that have questionable characters in terms of managing public office.
Election, he wants to run for Senate against Senator Natasha Akpoti. Let me know in the comment section if you think Yaya Bello can win this election, because Nigerians at home and abroad, everybody is trying to focus on this election. Forget, everybody is like, this one will be interesting. We must all watch. But you know what is really baffling me is the man speaking from prison, or
you see the thing we are talking about, where like you say this man is under prosecution, like he's facing judgment. Where is he speaking from? Is he speaking from
prison? Because the last family meeting that we had, you guys remember, was to talk about all the billions and billions and billions that Uncle
stole over 80 billion.
The people of Kogi buying all kinds of fancy cars, sending his children to private school, from the ones that are grown to the newly born child, all the way.
Wait, remember this man did it, like use the fund to pay the school fees of his children, to unborn children, like newly born, like paid everything. Why some people are in the state that don't have access to basic education?
University level with the money of the people of Kogi that he allegedly stole. Allegedly, is the man now speaking from out of prison? Because normal, the man should be in prison.
Prison, yeah.
Remember EFCC chairman now, pastor, man of God, Bonnie, my father. Let's do that for you. The man promised us.
This lady is crazy. Like the thing is that the man that actually spoke was the pastor. That's why I told you that they will claim, give you that faith. I'll be like, my moral, this moral, I'm not worthy, this one worthy. Like at the end, you see forth everything you say. That's the problem.
He will ensure that Bello is put in prison.
That's the
if
truth.
That doesn't happen, that he will resign. Let me refresh our memory. This is why
he said he's going to resign. So the video, just like I said before, he's saying he's going to resign. And Adiola will play the video that we already played before. So you see why I tell you, like, if you are listening listening to this show from outside the world, like, if you understand what's happening firsthand, you are insane. And if you are here, maybe you still need a little bit content because you don't know what's actually going on currently. So thank you for staying this far. Do it to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll be coming in with more videos, not just politics. We're talking about social and entertainment and what have you. Thank you so much, and see you next time.